I came from a place, Chester, where I had to fight and build my name back up after being ousted, you know what I mean? After not even getting into not even the starting 11, but getting into the squad. I was getting left at home, you know what I mean? To somebody saying they want to build a team around me,
yeah.
It sat well with me.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Magic J right here. You know, I'm just here chilling. Nice day, North London, in a beautiful park, legendary park. I'm here with a good friend of mine, a dear friend of mine. You know, Mr. Derek Asamoah. You know, we're just going to be going through some stuff of you know, his footballing career, footballing history. As you've seen already on his YouTube channel, he's been breaking down about his footballing career anyway, within him coming to the UK, him going back to Ghana, him playing for his childhood team, him playing for various of UK teams as well. You get what I'm saying? This guy, like, you know, he's practically done it all when it comes to football. He got to the big leagues by playing out of the UK. You know, I've always said it to him. You know, the prophet has no respect in the manor. If the people ain't showing you love where you was raised or where you're from, go elsewhere. But the main forte of what we're going to talk about today is Shrewsbury Town Football Club. You know, and he's going to be breaking down the reasons why he was there, why he left, and the slander that he got slammed by, you know, in 2007. Article went out on August the 16th, 2007, and this article basically almost ruined his whole career. You know, but I'm here with my boy, good friend. You get what I'm saying? We played ball together. You know, I'm gone fat now because I got lazy. You get what I'm saying? I left all the balling to him. Everyone knows I went into DJing. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, Gabriel, I scored one amazing goal when we was playing in Northumberland Park. But I got my brother, Derek Asamoah. You get me? And, oh yeah, if you lot don't clock, wearing the clothing. You get me? We're going to get into all that in a hot moment. So, Derek, how you been?
I've been good, you know. It's really nice to see you. I've been seeing you for a long time, man. Yeah, I'm happy to see you, man. It's always good to see a familiar face. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I left this area a long time ago.
Yes, sir.
I left a lot of my friends behind, and now I'm back. I'm just like really catching up with everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, let's start this. You signed for Shrewsbury. So break it down. Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
Sorry to all the Shrewsbury fans. Yeah, because like, you know, my pronunciations of teams is kind of funny, but it's all love though. So Shrewsbury.
So some people got Shrewsbury, some people got Shrewsbury. There's no way to.
Where are they based?
Shrewsbury. Where's Shrewsbury based? Shrewsbury's based. I don't think it's in Wales, but it's almost near Wales.
Okay.
Yeah. Around them areas.
Yeah. Okay.
Pinpoint exactly where Shrewsbury.
So who did you sign from?
I was in a free because I was playing for Chester City, and there was a great relegation battle that I had with Chester City, which there's another video I would love to do about with Chester City, but I came from Chester City. I was on loan from Lincoln. I played there for about 4 months, which there was ups and downs there as well. And in the end, I ended up helping the club stay in the football league. You know what I mean? I was brought back in from the cold. I don't want to go into too much details because that's another video that I'd love to discuss.
Yes.
But basically, I was brought in from the cold. I got outcast. I got casted out of the side, and I got brought in from the cold, and I managed to to help the team survive when I went on a crazy run. I think at one point I must have had like 7 or 8 goals in 4 games or something like that.
Wow.
And managed to help Chester City survive. So I'd love to stay at Chester City, but like I said, a lot of people don't know what goes on in football behind closed doors. There were a lot of things that went on. So I had no choice. The club wanted to keep me, but I had no choice but to leave Chester City and look for another club. So in doing that, I went in search for another club. So there was a team called Doncaster Rovers. They were in the league above.
Yeah.
I went over there and had a couple training sessions with them. I liked the area. I liked the people there. But there was another team around that area that was showing keen interest in me. Scunthorpe United. Yeah. So
they're a brilliant team.
Yeah. So I decided to go there, leave Doncaster and go there instead. And they basically offered me a contract to stay there. And then just before I put pen, I was literally face to face with the manager. And I had the pen in my hand. I was about to sign the contract, and I get a call from my agent. My phone started buzzing. I'm like, who's this? I don't really need to pick up this call because I'm about to sign the contract.
Yeah.
But the phone wouldn't stop ringing, so I looked at it and it's my agent calling me. So I picked up and I went, yo, what's up? I thought he was just calling to see if everything went alright, if I signed it. And he told me that, listen, don't sign the contract. Shrewsbury Town is interested in you. I know they're a league below, but the manager talks highly of you. And he really wants you to sign, and he wants to like build a team around you, which made me feel special, because even though Scunthorpe are in the league above, I was going there as more of a cover to a player called Billy Sharp.
So how was it like? Because I know, you know, like I don't know what was the manager when you was about to sign for the club that you was actually sitting down in the boardroom with. What was his initial reaction like? You know, because a lot of people don't hear stuff like this, because people hear stuff like, okay, he was just about to sign a deal with one club, and then he got a call and he had to jump on a jet and fly to another city. So, you know, what was the initial you know, settlement between you and that manager? Because obviously that manager must have been upset, because, you know, because he probably had different intentions. Regardless, you basically came as like a replacement or like a cover for the previous player who was there. What was that other player, injured or something?
No, the other player, obviously he was the star of the team, and I think he plays for. He's still playing. He plays in the Premier League for Sheffield United or something. At the time, he was the star. He was the star of the team, and obviously they want me to play kind of like a backup dancer kind of role. And I thought,
like a super sub.
Yeah. It didn't sit well with me, because my time at Northampton, one of my first professional club, was all about super sub. Everyone just called me super sub, and I hate that term, because I feel that I'm good enough to start for any team. And him saying, the manager saying that he's getting me for cover, didn't really sit well with me. And I was prepared in the back of my head. I knew I was going there as a cover, but in the back of my head, I know I can play my way into the first team. But then again, when another team showing interest and wants to build the whole team around you, that for me sealed it. You know what I mean? Wow. It means the manager like showing confidence in you. He's seeing you, he wants you, and he's prepared to put money where his mouth is. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, Scunthorpe was offering a decent contract, but it wasn't offering me a contract where they're going to be out of pocket, where they're going to be like, we're investing in this player. But Shrewsbury really put money where their mouth is and showed me that they really want me.
So you're at Shrewsbury, you went there, you signed the contract. What was the next run from when you went to Shrewsbury now and you signed that contract, and you know to yourself, okay, then this club is going to build around Mr. Asamoah? Well, what were you thinking that, okay, my name's going to be all over the club, it's going to be in the when you walk in the kit room, your name's gonna be there. When people are gonna be buying your shirts, you know, what was your mind literally thinking?
You know what I mean? My mind, because I came from a place, Chester, where I had to fight and build my name back up after being ousted. You know what I mean? After not even getting into not even the starting 11, but getting into the squad. I was getting left at home. You know what I mean? To somebody saying they want to build a team around me.
Yeah.
It sat well with me. It sat well. Because all I ever wanted when I was playing football was a manager to show faith in me. You understand? That's all I ever wanted, because at the time I bounced from club to club. I think within a year I played for Mansfield, I played for Lincoln, and I played for Chester, because I was trying to find myself, find my feet. And for a manager to say he wants to build a whole team around me, it was something. It sat really well with me. I just couldn't wait to get started. I mean, he explained his tactics, he explained that how he's going to play. He's going to play me as a striker. There's a lot of teams love me on a wing because I'm fast and I'm nippy. And he said, you're coming to play as a striker, Derek. Don't worry. I have other strikers that's going to complement you. So I want you. I want to build a team.
So basically, he was doing what Arsene Wenger done to Thierry Henry. Because a lot of people don't know Thierry Henry was a winger in his previous clubs, and then when he came to Arsenal, they put him forward and he was banging in goals. So I get all that. So you was there, you know, and your time being there. How much goals did you score?
Yeah, for Shrewsbury, I had a really, really successful time, and a lot of people seem to forget. And even though he promised to play me up front, but I played half the season on the right and half the season up front. And I think I gave a good account of myself, because I'm not just about scoring. I created a lot of chances for the team, and I think I was the second top assist in the team, behind a player called Ben David, who took all the corners and free kicks. But I think I ended the season with 11 goals and 12 assists, something like that. So it was a very successful time for me here at Shrewsbury.
So at Shrewsbury, you walked through the doors, scored 10 goals. You fluctuate between right wing to forward. The first day of training, how did do you remember how everybody took to you, or was it like a family atmosphere? Or
the first day of training was calm, because there was Stuart Drummond, there was Ben David, and so there were two other players from Chester that Shrewsbury managed to get, two top players from there that I was playing with at Manchester. So they helped me settle in quite well. But first day of training was calm, because I signed quite late, and I think I had 2 days or a day to prepare for the first game of the season. So I didn't really get to know my teammates before I went straight into combat for the league to start. But it was all good. They were very welcoming, and my initial start was really good. It was really pleasant.
So you're at Shrewsbury. We already know that you signed for them. You're there. You're banging in goals. The manager didn't really put you on as a striker too much, but you was playing. You ended up playing right. Gavin, I knew you had a feeling you was gonna probably end up playing that way anyway. Sometimes. So you're there. You're beating in goals. People are loving you. People are cheering your name. So what was going through your head? You know, because obviously going back to 2007, August 16, 2007, an article goes out. Saying that, you know, Shrewsbury today has spilled the beans on the most controversial transfer in their history, as Derek Asamoah's 50,000 move to is it Nice?
Mm-hmm.
So explain to me what happened there, and you know why this article went out, what was going through your head, because obviously, to be real, me being a fan of football and me watching football, you know, for example, like, oh, everyone knows I'm a Liverpool supporter, but that's like for example, you know, Mo Salah coming to Liverpool for one season, the next season he jets off and he goes to Real Madrid or Barcelona. Like, as a fan, I would be highly upset. You get what I'm saying? I'll be like, you're a traitor. Da, 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 da. So, what was the initial reaction from the fans, and what was going through your head on why you took that big money move to France?
That's a huge question there, and to be honest,
everyone wants the truth now. Everyone wants the good, honest truth. It's been. I don't know if we ever know that in Shrewsbury Town that they've written off your history, you know, because clubs can do that. Okay, the footages is out there of you playing, but in their history bank in the club, you know, they might have took your name off or something. But why did you do that? Because you was a fan's favorite at the club, and you never even stayed, not even a blink of an eye. You know what I mean? You was there for like not even a season.
Yeah, that's an absolute fair question, and you explaining like that from a fan's point of view as well. That is totally understandable why fans will feel that way. But as the old saying goes, there's always two sides to a story. Do you know what I mean? And I feel that it is a long time ago, but it still plays on my mind, because at the end of the day, I play football to be remembered. I play football for the love of it. I never ever want to disrespect football, and I feel that the way this article went out and the way people are talking about me, it shows that I had no respect for football, when football has done so much things for me. But that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? I loved Shrewsbury. I loved everything about the club. That was one of the best times I had in football, because like I said, I was club hopping before Shrewsbury, and I really felt at home, and I wanted to stay at Shrewsbury so badly. But sometimes in life, things are forced upon you that you can't avoid, because that year in Shrewsbury Town was very successful. It was almost a perfect year, but it ended on a really sour note, because we managed to get into the playoff, and when things started going wrong, I felt, what's the playoff? Because we played the first playoff semi-final against MK Dons, and we drew, which I'm gonna be honest and say, like, Gary Peters, the Shrewsbury Town manager at the time, he honestly was one of my favourite managers I've worked under, because he showed me so much faith in me. Literally, I'll be feeling ill and I can't physically play the game the day, and I can't physically travel up because I'm ill. He would put me in a hotel. He would tell the club to put me in a hotel and make sure I rest up, and say, Derek, please, you can give me 10 minutes towards the end. You can give me something. I remember a situation like that when we played against Torquay, where I wasn't feeling well, but Gary Peters made me stay in the hotel, and I came on the next game. I didn't start. I came on with about 10 minutes to go and managed to score the winner. So that's how much faith this manager had in me, and I respected him so much. If I'm to put my hand and pick out top 5 managers that I played under, he will be there. But like I said, our relationship took a twist for the worst when the semi-final of the playoff, when I played the first game, and in the second game he decided to drop me. And this manager has never dropped me before. He never ever drops me. So I was thinking, why has he dropped me for a crucial game like that? Especially when the first game I played really well, ended 0-0, but I was unlucky not to score. I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. But hindsight, thinking about it now, I think that there were interest from me from other clubs. The other clubs were in his ears, like talking to him, saying that they want me, and I think something like that must have happened. So I didn't play in the semi-final, and I wasn't going to play in the final. And I worked so hard all season, and we was going to go to Wembley and play the final at Wembley, the new Wembley. And no team I've played, we were going to be the first professional team to play at the new Wembley. Okay, and no professional team has ever played there yet, and I was going to miss out on it. Do you know what I mean? I was going to miss out on it, and it didn't really sit well with me. I was very frustrated, and I just couldn't believe Guy Peters was doing that to me. Okay, but unfortunately for Shrewsbury, I don't want to say one of the players got injured. I don't know what happened to him because he played the whole night and he got injured, and then I was back in the team.
Okay.
So I was back in the team for the Wembley final, and I was happy, but I felt at the same time that I'm not in there with merit. I'm in there because one of our players is injured. So I wasn't really happy about that. But at the end of the day, I knew I had a job to do, and I need to focus because we need to get promotion to go to the next league. So we finished the game. The game was, by the way, it was an amazing experience playing in front. I can't remember how many thousands. It must have been about 30, 40,000 people at Wembley. It was an amazing experience, but unfortunately we lost the game. But I thought I had a decent enough game. And I thought Shrewsbury played really, really well, which was unfortunate. And on another day we would have beat Bristol Rovers, but it was unfortunate. So you can tell the mood in the camp was really, really low. Everyone was down. I was down. I was literally, there's a picture of me with the assistant manager, and I literally was standing. You can see the pain that was in my eye. I was so upset because all our hard work is practically gone down the drain, and we're gonna have to redo it again. So I felt it. And what happens after every season, the manager and the players have a meeting to see the players that have a contract, because I had a 2-year contract, the players that are still contracted to the club, they have a meeting with the manager to say how they got on the season, how the manager's thought, what he wants from you next season or whatever. And the same with players that are out of contract, whether they're going to get offered a new contract or they're going to get released. So I went into the meeting not expecting just for him. Went to the meeting just to talk about the previous season, how we did and how we're going to improve next year and what he has planned for the next year, if he's going to bring in new players or whatever. Yeah, so I went into the meeting thinking that we're just going to be talking about how the season went, what he expects from me the next year, how we thought I performed this year, and like just a general chit chat.
So basically, it was just like a monthly or year-to-year meeting with individual players or group players to talk about how their performance levels was, how they thought they would go on and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. But to my surprise, I went in there and Guy Peters said he wants to, how can I put it? He said he doesn't see me in his plans for the next season. So I'm just sitting there with my mouth open, like, did those words just come out his mouth? Because at the end of the day, I thought I was one of the best players for Shrewsbury. I gave 110%.
So basically, you felt like he was used for the moment. Gavin, you did have love and trust for him, but like you thought, wow, like, you know, I've got no plans in your future.
Yeah, not necessarily used, because I just thought, I was just shocked. I just couldn't believe that those words were coming out his mouth, that he doesn't see me in his plans for next year. So I'm thinking, oh my God, here we go again. I'm gonna be like, have to find another club. I'm gonna have to get on the phone to my agent. Because I had no intention of leaving Shrewsbury Town.
Yeah.
I was happy to stay because we got so close to getting promoted that we can go the extra and go up.
What league was you lot in? What league was you lot in and was going to get promoted to?
We was in League 2 and we was going to get promoted to League 1.
And that would have been a big achievement, and that would have been extra money in each of you lot's pockets, especially with the club as well.
Yeah, that would have been a big achievement, and I was hoping that I'll get the chance to help Shrewsbury Town go up the following season. But it wasn't to be. He just told me, I know emotions are high or emotions are low and the mood is low, and maybe he was speaking with emotion because he feels that maybe the players let him down in the playoff final, and maybe I don't know if things would have been different if we got promoted, but he just felt a type of way that he doesn't need me for next season.